Hello, and welcome back to some more rules. So, lately I've been doing quite a bit of Frosthaven. Pretty sure I've mentioned that before. And so I debated trying to make this into a video to do at some point. Never actually got around to it because I'm busy doing other videos, and this would be like 100 hours for one video, basically. A whole lot of work for ultimately not that much. So I figured it wouldn't be worth it to do. But I can still talk about it. So I'm next. So anyway, a while ago, I thought it could be interesting to try to do a Gloomhaven difficulty +6 challenge. What does this mean? In Gloomhaven, the players, the characters, whatever, can level up. Start at level 1, eventually they can reach as much as level 9. As the members of the party level up, the difficulty of the scenarios should also increase, so the game doesn't become too easy early on, or is too difficult. So the game doesn't become too easy later on, or just be too difficult early on. Even though Scenario 1 is still kind of tough, especially if you start off with a brand new party and do the Open Information +1 difficulty with barely any gear, because you start with barely anything. Regardless. So, unlike what you might expect, the difficulty going from 1 to 9 to try to measure up to the party, since the members of the party can level up at different rates. Some characters get experience faster, sometimes the character retires and comes back in at a lower level, so you could have a party of like 3 level 9s and like a level 3. Gloomhaven takes the average of the character levels, divide by 2 and round up, I believe is the mechanic. And then if you're doing open information, also throw in an extra +1. So if everyone is level 1, the average is 1, divide by 2 is half, round up is 1. You can play at different difficulty levels, usually anywhere from -1 to +2, depending on preferences. So say if the party is all level 9, divided by 2 is, 4.5, round up is 5. So what, the difficulty goes from 1 through 5? Well, no, because you can play at alternate difficulty. So lowest normal difficulty would be 1 for a party of level 1s. -1 would be difficulty 0, versus for a party of level 9s, difficulty +2 would be 7. So you could play anywhere from difficulty 0 through to difficulty 7. Well, I mean, the game recommends a -1 through +2 difficulty range, depending on, personal desire, how you want to play. But strictly speaking, a party could play at a higher difficulty if they wanted to. What's to stop a party from playing at, like, a +3? Or a +4? Or go all the way and just play at a +6. Have a team of level 1 characters playing at difficulty... Have a team of level 1 characters playing at difficulty 7. Well, the first thing stopping anyone from doing this is that if they talk about it to anyone, they'll be called stupid. for even thinking that it could possibly ever happen. So anyway, it is entirely possible to beat Gloomhaven at difficulty +6. However, it would take a long time to work through it. It's not easy to do, but strictly speaking, it is possible to do. How so? Good question. So, I think the first trick is just to have a party of 2 characters instead of a party of 4. When you go off to the first scenario, you get a road event. And when you go back to Gloomhaven, you get, like, a city event. You can get these events. You can get these events even if you fail the mission and go back to town. With the right 2 characters, with nothing but starting gear and level 1 cards, no perks or nothing, you can at the very least kill 1 enemy from Scenario 1 and be able to collect the loot. Pretty much guaranteed. So you can still get, hey, you're playing at difficulty +6, that is actually a fair bit of money. So, if you go to Scenario 1 and fail it over and over and over and over again, you can get infinite money as well as all of the road and city events. And I spent a few hours looking through this one day, and like I said, I was going to have a whole video about it. I eventually decided it wouldn't be worthwhile, but you can get through the road and city events, as well as just using that money to buy stuff, you can get very beneficial things. There's a kitty in my face. Hello, cat. So what I thought was going to happen was I was going to have to find another scenario to go into, and then find a scenario that I could actually manage to complete, so I could try to get completion rewards, to try to get better items, and eventually level up the town and manage to retire characters. Because you can retire characters even if you fail scenarios. Some of the retirement goals you can absolutely do while failing scenarios. So you could unlock some new characters to play as, and maybe some other characters would be better, even if you keep failing. However, I believe one of the city events in Gloomhaven, by default, increases the prosperity of Gloomhaven and then puts itself back into the deck. So by going through the city events over and over again infinitely, you can keep getting that, and eventually, after like 1,000, after 1,000 fail scenarios, you can reach all the way up to Gloomhaven prosperity level 9 and get all of the potential shop items. And with the infinite money, you can buy all of those items for your, say, 2 characters. And with all of those items, you can win Scenario 1 and other scenarios as well. Again, it will be really tough, but you can make it work, and you can manage to succeed and eventually do everything that you would need to do. And if we count winning Gloomhaven as beating the last boss, beating the scenario of the last boss, I haven't actually tested that, but with what you can have access to at level 1 with the right gear and all that, I would definitely believe that you could be able to beat Gloomhaven at difficulty +6. Again, it'd probably take 100 hours. Heck, it'd probably take 1,000 or 2,000 hours. Well, after you get the town all the way up, it'd probably still take like 1,000 scenarios. It'd take like 1,000 hours to do, but it is possible. And then we go to Frosthaven. So, the key to winning at Gloomhaven at +6...
Huh? Huh?
Nice. I feel like I should save this in case I actually need it for something.
Good evening.
Hey, you!
Hello.
Oh, right. So with Frosthaven, strictly speaking, according to the rules,
Sophia.
you have to complete Scenario 1 before you can even go to Frosthaven. You can't do any other scenarios, you can't get any road events, you can't get any city outpost events. So, and since you can't go back to town, so you can't upgrade anything. You can't get new items. Nothing. All you can... And since you lose a scenario, you can't even keep most of the items that you get from looting if you... Although, with base characters, with starting items from Frosthaven, I was almost able to beat the first scenario. And then there was an entire enemy with like full health. So it might be possible, it might not be possible. Considering you have infinite attempts, you can just wait until the enemies do exactly the moves that you want them to do. And that you pull exactly the cards that you need to pull. But... So maybe it is. But maybe it isn't. And like... And then after you finally beat it, sure, you'll have like infinite money. And you could have 2 characters that are ready to retire already. But that would be roughly about it.
That's right. No!
Oh, good day.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello. Hello. Hmm.
Alright.
Hey there.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
There we go. Ah,
Hey, hey. Hello. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Wow.
Alright. So, yeah. You can't enchant the cards to make them any better. You can't get any new items to help you out. You can't get new cards because you can't level up or else it won't be difficulty +6 anymore. You can... Literally, all you can do is collect experience. That is useless. You can't get extra perks on your character because you can't complete a mastery unless you complete the scenario. And you can't get battle goals unless you complete the scenario. So you can't get any of that either. Like, you can't retire the characters without going to Frosthaven. However, there is a loophole that I was able to find.
Hello.
According to the rules of Frosthaven, you are strictly allowed to bring in characters from Gloomhaven. Not just the starting characters, but any characters from Gloomhaven you can bring into Frosthaven to play as or with. And, according to that same rule, those Gloomhaven characters will keep any enchantments that are already on their cards. So, go back to your Gloomhaven game, enhance certain characters, find the 2 characters that you need to use for Frosthaven, enchant all of their level 1 cards all the way, or, you know, most of them, because Gloomhaven has that only 9 enchanted cards thing. Bring them back into Frosthaven, or bring them forward into Frosthaven, still just level 1, still just with Frosthaven starting items, but potentially better characters, because they're not starting characters anymore, with enchanted gear, enchanted cards. Enhanced cards? I like to say enchanted more than enhanced, even though enhanced I think is the proper term.
Hello.
Welcome.
So maybe I'll try to do that at some point and just see about... Because if you can beat Scenario 1 in Frosthaven, then everything opens up. You can get all of the road events, all the outpost events. However, Frosthaven does have the time schedule. You'll eventually get all of the time events. And, I mean, you're able to beat one scenario, surely you'll be able to beat another scenario. You can retire the characters, and then replay those same characters if you want to, or bring in different ones. Either way, eventually, you're bound to be able to win again. But that is...
Welcome.
But that is something of not a loophole. You're following the rules as the rules are saying. It's not like the rules just said, oh, you can play the Gloomhaven characters, and then I added in, oh, but the cards are being enhanced. No, the rule says that they keep any of their enhancements on their cards.
Welcome.
I swapped over from playing Frosthaven Tabletop to playing Frosthaven on Tabletop Simulator, because playing it on the tabletop takes so much time, blah blah blah, like being at the computer instead, blah blah blah. So I had to, so when I retired a character on the tabletop sim version, I brought out an old one that I had played. Since the cards keep enhancements, I had to go and dig out my Frosthaven game to find the proper enhancements on the character's cards so I could put them in the tabletop sim version. That I'll have to do probably every time I play one of those old characters again. Yeah, Frosthaven has this whole inspiration system thing. Because they assume it's... They assume that it's supposed to take about... Wait, actually, if I save now, then I can check that out. They assume that it should take... Oh yeah, if I'd done that, that
Just
would've
a
been
little
better.
job.
Yeah. They assume that it'll take rough... Well, hold on a moment. Would you kindly? They assume that it'll take roughly 15 scenarios on average to retire a character, but since retirement is actually much more important in Frosthaven than it is in Gloomhaven, if you're playing with a party of less than 4 characters, after 15 scenarios, you'd only retire, say, 2 or 3 instead of all 4, and then you'd be behind on buildings. So that is inspiration
Rune Factory 3
that
special.
I think can only be
How
used...
many times are you going to make me say it?
that I think can only be used for extra retirements. So if you're playing with 2 characters, that at the end of every scenario you'll get 2 inspiration. If you're playing with 3, you'll get 1. When a character retires, they can spend 15 inspiration to basically pull an extra retirement, a personal quest card, and complete it immediately and get the stuff for retiring that. I know that in Gloomhaven I eventually ran out of the personal quest cards, because there's basically, what, 2 for every locked class, and that's it, period. And once you do that, you can't retire characters anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, considering that you get a benefit for having retired characters. And you also get that benefit in Frosthaven, but as you complete retirements and stuff, you get new personal quest cards, so I don't know how many that there will be. And without a player having been able to retire any of their characters yet, without a character having retired any of their characters, I think it's impossible to get all of the perks on that character. Because you get 1 perk for every level beyond 1. So at level 9 you'd have 8. And you can get up to 6 perks by completing battle goals, so that's 14. I'm trying to remember how it is in Gloomhaven. I think each character had like 15 or so, but now in Frosthaven you can complete masteries, and each mastery gives you an extra 1. So that's also now a possibility. I just didn't like that it was so close.
Hello.
But, I mean, still, retiring extra characters just means more perks for your future characters.
Ouch.
Whee! Alright. 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 However, with my current playthrough of Frosthaven. Basically, I've only ever played with 4 characters in each scenario because, unlike normal playthroughs where, hey, maybe we have 4 players to play, but sometimes someone will just not be able to make it, so you have to play with 3 or even 2. And then the extra inspiration is just there like, hey, eventually you'll get an extra retirement out of this. I still have like 6 inspiration, because sometimes just as a reward for whatever, you just get an inspiration. Like, it hasn't been enough to get an extra retirement yet, but it's still interesting that it's like, what is it, 6%-ish of a retirement? 7%, right? It's somewhere between 6 and 7%.
Hello.
6%-ish.
Hey there. Hey there.
Hello.
Give or take most of 1%.
Heya. Just hi.
Hello.
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 Gosh.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
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 Well, nothing else to it, I guess. Gosh, there's another Vancouver meeting tonight, but like I don't really have anything to add on. At some point, I'm going to need to make, find, buy. I'm thinking make. Perhaps use like Magic's editor or whatever. Find some nice pictures of different ponies. And essentially just make certain small games. Something like One Night Werewolf or some of those secret trader, other sorts of secret trader games. You know, games that can be played with just like cards. So when I put them in my bag, I could have like 10 games in like one deck box. And all of them be pony themed. So at some point I should really get around to making those. And just like, hey, look, let's play some games. Because, like, even if I don't do that, like, we've been trying to get, like, an arrangement going with a local to Vancouver gaming store. I don't know which one, because I wasn't there last year to keep note of the name. So yeah, so technically speaking, I don't think I necessarily even have to bring anything in, but I am still going to be bringing in the, I got some booster boxes of, like, pony cards. Not the pony collectible card game. Oh no, oh gosh, oh no. just some regular cards. And I might also wind up bringing along the party box just to see if I can find people to play it with. It's not a magic event, but, you know, there might be some people there who play magic, and party box would be fun. Either, you know, people attending the event, or other people also working the event. But like I said, could be just fun, regardless. Also, I found out that, at least supposedly, I would have to get some measuring tape to know for sure, and I don't know where my measuring tape went off to, but supposedly, my backpack is like the proper size for a personal item, which I thought would be like, you know, the purse, like my purse would be a personal item, but I think the backpack fits within the constraints of a personal item, as long as I don't stuff it up too full. And I say big. And my suitcase, can I say big? Really not that big compared to other suitcases, like half-size suitcase, whatever, is small enough to be a carry-on, so I don't actually necessarily need to check a bag. However, if my plan goes as I've been planning it, and I wind up actually staying in Edmonton for a few days both before and afterwards, then I might want to bring along an extra bag just anyway, just for stuff for being in Edmonton with. Maybe not, probably not. Yeah, get to the airport, take off my purse, put it in my backpack. Like, wait, what do you mean? This is just my one personal item. Walking into the airport, have a purse in my backpack, get off the plane, take out my purse, put it back on. It's like, ah, yeah, this feels right. Put my phone in my backpack instead of just readily available at my hip would be such a weird experience. But like, I'm down for that. Oh, God. Hey, I mean, I'm going to be on the plane for over an hour, and you know it takes an hour, right? I could do a recording while I'm on the plane. I'm not going to do recordings while I'm on the plane. That's not a thing that's going to happen. I might play some games, though. Definitely want to bring along my Switch and just play some games. What's your personal item, man? Oh, this Nintendo Switch! Right? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Ow. But also, no, you don't. Hey, look, max health over 3,000. We can finally go and fight that ice wall boss now. Yeah, I'm probably just going to be playing more Frosty than during the meeting tonight. Which, I mean, fair for me, right? Or maybe I should try designing some cards and stuff. Look up some nice card designs.
Ouch!
Ow! No! My face! Oh, God. Sorry, I just had a... Well, it's now 6 a.m. the next day. Whoopsie. Hello, hello, hello.
You got the runes?
I'm on the runes. On the runes.
You got the runes to Viridian City. Wait.
Well, I don't know where these runes are heading to, but they might not be there.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just talking about some Frost Haven, the +6 challenge, and how it could technically, feasibly, actually be possible. Which is pretty cool. And about the Vancouver and all that. I need to design some, like, cards for nice and easy card games to bring to Vancouver. Card games that can be played by more than just 2 people, so no guess who.
Huh? What?
Did you just completely zone out there for like 20 seconds?
Yes.
Vancouver in January. Remember me talking about that?
Oh. Yes.
And how I'm the tabletop lead?
Yes.
So I should, you know, also myself bring some games or something to use as games for the tabletop room.
Yes.
So I was figuring that I could totally bring some cards to use for some card games. It's cheap enough to just print out some nice cards to use.
True.
Rock-a-day.
What sort of card games are you thinking for?
Well, we should have at least one secret trader type game. Like Werewolf or something.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Oh, don't forget you've got a meeting in a couple hours, so...
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Eventually, I'm aware.
Hello?
I'm so happy.
Maybe you can ask about there, and don't forget to put it into, like, the agenda and, you know, to ask about that. You know, about stuffs.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You know, I was about to ask, you know, what guests or whatever are going to be there, but I realized, maybe I shouldn't ask that while you're recording.
I mean, I don't know who's going to be there.
Oh, they haven't announced it even to the staff yet, or you?
Yeah,
just...
they haven't announced it yet. They have, like, oh, well, here's, like, you know, some people that we are reaching out to.
Ah.
But for conventions in January, it's hard to get, like, proper confirmations. And for some of the people, we might only know that they are coming, like, a few days before.
Oh, wow.
Like, in the last Van Hoover, we got... I'm blanking on her name. Rarity. The Rarity VA?
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember what her name is. I remember
Yeah.
it's like a... But yes, I know. Okay. Cool.
But apparently it's because she was already in Vancouver for something else. And just came by for a few hours to do autographs.
You know what? Fair.
Like... So it's like, we didn't know for sure if we were going to get her, and there's a chance that she might wind up showing up again, so maybe I should bring my pony cards again to see if we can get her to sign the actual cards.
Ah, yes.
Did she do any other characters? There's Rarity and Luna.
No, I don't think she was one of the ones who did lots of voices. Because Applejack and Rainbow Dash for one.
Yeah.
Hiya. Hello. Welcome.
And who else? What other two ponies were voiced by the same... Of the
Pinkie
main
Pie
six?
and Fluttershy, right?
Oh, right, yes. Okay.
Tabitha St. Germain, that's it.
That's it. Oh, man, with the Saint Germain. Yeah, I should remember that, because... I mean...
Very
That
pleasant
name
Pleasant
itself,
day to
like,
you.
is,
Hello.
Oh.
I wonder if she's actually, like, related to the Saint Germain, like, from
Hey.
history.
Hello.
Everyone's related to everyone, one way or another.
I mean, true, yes, but I mean, like, directly.
Deliver grass to the apothecary, pick up fertilizer. Fertilizer and seeds to the flower shop, then pick up flowers to be shipped out. Boys to the weapon shop, pick up weapons to be shipped out.
You okay? Yeah. Yeah. Huh?
Just a little job.
Yeah, I am a little bit distracted because another race in
Welcome.
the tournament is starting up soon.
Pick up fertilizer. Oh, flower shop. Weapon shop.
Oh dear. Huh? Yeah. Oh, seriously? Thank you. Yeah. What a pain. Hello.
Thanks. Ah,
Huh? Yeah. It's kind of nice when people thank you for your work.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah. Huh?
Hey there.
Hello.
Alright.
Alright, so, right. News probably starting up soon. Frosthaven's been going well. Still need to do more recordings, but we'll probably do some after the meeting. What else is there? Right. Nice simple games to bring along, in addition to, you know, clothes, electronics, all that other stuff. You know, everything else in addition. And yeah, that should be fine. Oh gosh. I placed an order for Walmart delivery a few weeks ago just to, like, you know, try it out and see what it was like and get some cheap soup and stuff. One of the things I ordered, apparently they had to, like, ship it in from a different store or whatever. So it's supposed to be here today, and the little message says, like, hey, your order is on its way. It's been delayed. But it says, like, oh, it's on its way. It's like, I'm not so sure about that. I don't know, something tells me maybe it's not quite on its way. I don't know.
My.
Who can say?
I mean, Walmart could say if they would just lie about it. Woohoo, level up! Set. So yeah, like I've mentioned, currently the plan is to either get a ride down or bus down to Edmonton, spend a few days with you, and then I need to go off to the airport. Oh right! One of the other reason I didn't book the plane tickets already. Because I don't know what time would necessarily work better for the airplane, because I'd like to leave early so I can spend more time in Vancouver. But I know that we both tend to prefer being night owls. But I think it was like the only flights that were available were either like 8 a.m. or like 8 p.m. And the late one might be bad because then get to Vancouver at like 9 or whatever, and might be cutting it a bit close to the shuttle's stop. Versus leaving in the morning, get in, shuttle's still going, everything is good. But I think with all of this in mind and everything else going the way it is, it might just be good enough time to end off another episode of Runes. Don't have anything left to say about this to sign it off, but so we go.